In the last lecture, I told you how to use drag and drop to create your XML file. So we created our 3 text views and then 2 edit text to take user input and then a click button. And in this lecture, I'm going to tell you how you will be using Java programming to perform background functions. So browse over to source, then package, and then to your main activity.java file. So we need to access mainly 4 elements from your XML file. That is your 2 edit text for taking the user input, 1 text view for showing the result, and 1 button. So writing edit text which takes the user input, and say we name the variable et1 for the first number and et2 for the second number, and then you have to refer a text view to display our result back. So making variable of type text view, say we have a TV result and a button, say we name it button. Then you have to import all these files, edit text and text view. Or simple, for a shortcut you can press Ctrl Shift and O. Then all the imports will be done automatically. Now we have to provide ID to each and every element described in our global variable. These are the global variables which are listed above all the method. They are called global variable as they can be used in any of the method of the class. This is the class, and any of the method could access the global variables. Now we have et1. Okay, we have edit text, find view by id, r.id. We have edit text 1. This is the id which is referred in the XML for the edit text. Now we have et2 which takes the user input for the second number. All this is pretty simple, as I told you earlier in the last lectures. So we have to make a reference for each and every element here. Sorry. Then we have our text view element, that is TV result. Should be in capitals, and then we have the button equals to button find view by id. Now we have to add a click listener on our button variable so that we can know whenever a click operation is performed on our button. So we have button dot set on click listener, then pass as parameter new view dot on click listener. Select this, provide a semicolon as the end of the statement, and now in this on click method you have to do all your tasks. Now what we are going to do here, we have to take the text of the et1 and et2 and sum these two values, and as a result we have to reflect back it into TV result. So first we have an integer, we say int num1, and we have to pass the string which we receive from edit text into an integer. So we use our static function integer.parseInt. Now anything passed here as a string will be passed into an integer. So here we give et1 dot get text dot toString. So what we are doing here is et1.getText gets the text of our edit text. Okay, and then it converts it into a string by using the .toString method on our et1.getText. And now this as a whole is passed to our function integer.parseInt. So it converts the string which we received from edit text into a integer and assign this to num1. In the same way, we have to take the second number. So we have num2 equals to integer.parseInt. We will do the same. et2.getText. We got the text from our edit text, and now we will convert this into a string by using the toString function, and we will pass this et2.getText.toString to our integer.parseInt function. Now we have to sum these two values. Say if we have a new local variable int result equals to num1 plus num2. Now we have got the result by summing the two values from the toEdit text. Now we have to reflect back this result into our text view. So we have tv result dot set text. So it is a sum is plus result. We are done with the coding work in this lecture. Now we can see it into action. So just press the play button and your application will launch in the emulator. So here we have, say first number is 12 and the second number is 23, and when we press the button we get the sum, that is sum is 35.